to BizChicks TV. We're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle so you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. Here are your hosts.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the program. I'm Lynnis from BizChicks, and I'm here with our co-host of the day, Miss Robin Shimizu, all the way from Sacramento, California. Robin, it's always a pleasure to have you in the house when we're talking about happy, healthy habits. So we always like to get started with the program, explain to people different ways that they can improve their health, because if you don't have your health, you can't keep your wealth, and we're in money to make business. So talk to us today, Robin. And before we start, I just want to ask you, how have you been?
I've been just fine. Thank you, Teralina. Everything's great.
Fantastic. Okay, so let's get started.
Okay. Well, a couple of weeks ago, we had Jill Weston with us, who is our chaos. She calms our chaos, right? She's our,
Yes.
right. And she taught us some breathing exercises. And I thought this was a great article that I just found about how you can incorporate into a morning routine. And this lady, I found her name is Stephanie Manzour, and she's a Pilates instructor and, a wellness expert. And she said that she meditates every morning, but sometimes it's hard, right? Because if you're in a rush or you have things to do or you're whatever, a lot of times it's hard to do that. And the first thing to go is your meditation or your, right? That's the first thing to
right.
go when you're stressed out. You just hop out of bed and you just go, right? So
you're pedaling before you know it, you're pedaling, yeah.
Right. And I don't know about you. When I wake up, I kind of wake up slowly, but I don't do it intentionally. And I like this article because it gives you a framework to wake up more intentionally, to calm your stress before you even get out of bed. So it's breathing, actually, and it's a calming exercise that you do every morning before you get out of bed for 1 minute. And it just sets your tone. So she says the first thing to do is to lie in bed with your knees bent or your knees straight, whatever, just be really comfortable. And you place your hands on your belly, and you breathe in through your nose, fill up your belly, and you exhale. And you do that 5 times. Just breathe in 5 times with your hands on your belly. Now, remember, you're doing this before you even get out of bed. So you're laying there and you're just breathing before you even get out of bed. Okay. And you do this for 5 deep breaths. And then you move your hands to the sides where your ribs are. So you hold your ribs there and you expand your lungs again. And this time you can feel your rib cage inflating and deflating with each breath, right? You can feel your rib cage and everything just inflating.
Wow.
Okay.
I can feel that.
So there's two. So the difference between the two, so you do the 5 breaths with your belly, 5 breaths with your hands on your side. And what it does is it, wait a minute, I got to get to that part of the article. I'm sorry. Well, the first set of breaths that you're focusing on your stomach, rising up and down, elicits relaxation response. So that's what helps relax you. The second set of breaths, where you expand your rib cage and you fill your lungs with really fresh air, and you can feel it. It expands yourself with optimism for the day. So that's the one that I thought was really encouraging, because it invites fresh energy and maybe optimism into your day. And you're harnessing your breath to feel your lungs and everything expand. And it reminds us how fascinating our bodies are and how wonderful our world is. So that's what she's saying, is that one of the things you can do that's very simple, very easy, takes 1 minute for you to just kind of wake up with fresh breath, optimism, and you're de-stressing before you get out of bed.
So we can combat stress for free by just
by just breathing before you get out of bed.
Wow.
And she said this is what helps her because, like I said, when we're in a hurry or we're stressed or we have lots to do, we don't take time to de-stress.
We really don't, because the day is on and we're on and cracking. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Well, our guest is in the green room. Do you want to talk a little bit about who we
I
have
would
on
love to
morning?
introduce her. Yes. Okay, so we are fortunate today to have Lynnis Woods-Mullins with us. She's a certified holistic wellness and living and wellness expert for women over the age of 40. She is a founder of PraiseWorks Health and Wellness in Mind, Body, and Spirit, a wellness company that specializes in educating women over 40 on their wellness. She's been doing this for over 18 years. She, excuse me, she has educated women on their body, spirit, wellness through coaching programs, ebooks, webinars, special online events, digital magazine and podcast programs, web series, and wellness retreats. Her focus topics educate women about their mind, body, and spirit using holistic practices, fitness, nutrition, and spiritual renewal. She has over 50 years of background in dance, and she's a certified nutrition, life coaching, yoga, and Pilates instructor. She has been recognized internationally and nationally for her contributions to the wellness industry. She has TV programs and countless radio shows and podcasts, and she currently serves on several boards regionally and nationally. Okay, so she lives in California. She has a husband, which is a lot of work in itself. She has 4 grown daughters and 7 grandchildren.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Her plate is full.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Let's bring on Lynnis. We're always so good to see her.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. How is everybody today?
Just
All
fine,
well.
thank you.
Fantastic, fantastic. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for the introduction. I always get tired listening to it.
And I cut it down.
Yeah.
There's a lot I cut out.
And there could be more too. But the bottom line is that for the last 18 years, I have been helping women to stay well and to get well in their mind, body, and spirit. And I do it through coaching programs, my membership program, and also through writing self-care plans, which is something new that I've added, which I'll be glad to talk about. But today in particular, I was going to talk about emotional freedom technique. You hear a lot of people talking about tapping all the time, and I don't know if you had anybody come on and do a demonstration for tapping before, but I wanted to talk about what it is, why it works, and some of the benefits of tapping, and maybe even do a script if we have time, because a lot of people don't know what it is. Does that sound okay?
Oh, I would love to listen about tapping. That's I've always been interested in it.
Okay, fantastic. Well, first of all, let me say that I can talk about this because I am certified in emotional freedom technique, as well as many other certifications around holistic practices. This particular technique is actually grounded in ancient Chinese medicine and modern psychology. And it is a mind-body healing tool that practitioners do use, and it is based on science. It's involved in the tapping with your fingertips on specific meridian and energetic points, on the body, while focusing on whatever that challenge might be, whether it's stress or pain or fear or anxiety or cravings or manifestation or even physical symptoms. Think of it as a natural reset button for your nervous system. And how it works basically is, in terms of the mind and body connection, how it works, while thinking about stressful situation or uncomfortable emotion, you tap on the points along the body's energy meridians, and I'll show you those in a minute. And this sends calming signals to the brain, particularly the stress alarm system in your brain called the, I hope I'm saying this right, amygdala, AMYGDALA. Okay. Amygdala.
Oh, amygdala.
Amygdala.
Yeah.
immediately got like the other one that's like that too, which it's escaping me right now.
Yeah.
Brain fog, whatever. I'm gonna blame it on that. It releases energy blocks. In traditional Chinese medicine, there's something called blocked energy or qi, and it's believed to cause imbalance, discomfort, and even illness. Tapping restores the flow and the balance in the body's energy system. Another thing it can do and why it works is that it can shift emotional responses. Tapping can calm the fight or flight response. And over time, it helps rewire how the brain associates certain triggers, making them feel less overwhelming. Now, there's lots of benefits for tapping, and these are based on studies and clinical studies and scientific studies in terms of tapping. Tapping has been around since forever, but in particular, it came to the United States just within the last 30 years. So it's still relatively new. But stress and anxiety relief is one thing. It can reduce your cortisol, the stress hormone, which is extremely important for women, especially women who are premenopausal, menopausal, and postmenopausal, because cortisol levels can cause so many issues if they're elevated. One of the things that causes a major issue with cortisol is that when it's elevated, it can stop or lower the production of estrogen and progesterone, which we really need. And if the cortisol is elevated and the estrogen is going down, then our happy hormones or the neurotransmitters like the serotonin and the things that dopamine, the things that help us feel happy, those are suppressed as well. So tapping for stress and anxiety relief is really good from a health perspective when it comes to balancing your hormones. Also, improved emotional well-being helps with fear, grief, anger, and limiting beliefs. And that kind of tracks, that makes sense because it is, if you want to go from a strictly scientific standpoint, it does help to lower cortisol levels. And when your cortisol levels are elevated, anxiety is increased, possibly how you might react to outer stimuli when it comes to grief or anger, that might be different than how you might normally be. That's why during menopause, we have so many fluctuations in our moods. Sometimes it's because of the up and down of the cortisol, the estrogen, the progesterone. I mean, it really does begin to wreak havoc, or can, in our emotional well-being, and EFT can help with that. Also, pain management. It can lessen your headaches, your muscle tension, and your chronic pain. Better sleep because it calms the nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system as well. Cravings and addictions helps to reduce urges by addressing the emotional triggers. It can also help with your confidence and performance. Athletes, public speakers, professionals, me, I use it for focus and calm. And also, it's excellent for trauma and post-traumatic stress disorder, okay? Because it's used in therapy for emotional release and grounding. Now, here's the thing that's so fascinating about EFT. When it comes to the tapping piece, you're actually tapping using the fingertips. Some people use one fingertip, some people use two, some people use three, some people just, tap all three, together with both hands. Some people just use one hand. Some people do not go through all the points and just tap on one point. And my certification requires me to show people how to tap with all of the energy meridians or acupuncture points. So where we tap are these acupuncture points. And I'm going to show you where these points are. Right here, first of all, is the karate chop. This is not a point. This is the side of the hand. And we use this tapping mechanism as a setup statement, basically talking about what the issue is, okay? That, what you're concerned about, what the challenge is, what the physical symptom is, whatever it is, this is, where it is. And then the eyebrow, which is where the eyebrow begins, right here, close to the nose. This is where we tap, and this acupuncture right here helps to release, or acupuncture point or energy meridian, helps with release of worry, trauma, and frustration. The side of the eye, which is the bone on the outer part of the eye, has been linked or is linked to anger, resentment, and stress. And then underneath the eye, which is the bone, directly below the eye, that area or that meridian helps with fear and anxiety. Now, underneath the nose, which is the nose and the upper lip, this area right here, this meridian addresses shame, powerlessness, and fear of rejection. Okay. The chin, which is the crease between the lower lip and the chin, right here, this crease right here, that particular energy meridian is linked to confusion, self-doubt, and embarrassment. The collarbone, which is right below, slightly below the collarbone, right along that bone there, it helps to release anxiety, insecurity, and overwhelm. And then when you tap underneath the arm, about 4 inches below the armpit, right around where the bra line is for women, this meridian point here helps with fear, worry, and guilt. And then the top of the head, which is the last place that we normally tap, balances and integrates the process. So the idea is a script is written, and the script should be written by someone who's certified in tapping, because we know how to write the scripts, but basically anybody can do it. But if you want to learn how to write it properly so it's the most impactful, you might want to do some research on how to do that. But you go ahead and you write the script, and you write down whatever it is that is the issue of concern. Like, for instance, you can say, even though I feel anxious, I deeply and completely love myself. Okay, that is the karate chop. And sometimes people will repeat this maybe 3 times, and then they go into the actual tapping piece. So that is basically what it does. And whenever I do a session with someone, I first tell them to take a deep breath, a few deep breaths, just to get grounded, because usually when I'm meeting with people, they're coming from somewhere else, or they were preoccupied with another thing or whatever. So we need to ground them, sit back, get comfortable. And then I will ask them, okay, based upon what we're tapping on, I know we're going to be tapping on, let's say, anxiety. On a scale from 0 to 10, where are you right now with your anxiety? 10 being extremely anxious, off the charts, 0, no anxiety at all. And they'll tell me, 3 or 5 or whatever. Usually if they're coming to me for anxiety or stress, whatever, they're usually below a 5, okay? And for me, the idea of someone being below a 5 when it comes to anxiety and stress, that means that things are becoming to a point where it's almost debilitating, okay? So the goal is, with the tapping, that after you finish going through the rounds, and usually when we start tapping on all the areas, we do it maybe 3 times. And then I always close it off with an affirmation. When we go through the rounds, then I ask, okay, how do you feel now from 0 to 10? Okay. And I have yet to see someone at least move down a point, maybe 2. I haven't gotten all the way to 0, because that's almost impossible. But somebody's a 5, typically they might go down to a 4 or a 3, sometimes even a 2. So it really does work. Now, some people might say, well, it's the power of suggestion. But when I ask them the number, I don't tell them why I'm asking the number. I just ask them on a scale from 1 to 10, how are you feeling? 0 to 10, how are you feeling right now? I don't tell them, okay, the goal is for you to move down this way. I don't say that. But even if I did say that, they will tell me themselves. The act of tapping itself, just the idea of knowing that you're going to be trying to do something that's going to help, that's going to maybe make a difference, does help, because after all, the brain supports whatever you tell it. Okay. Mm-hmm. So you tell, today I'm going to be meeting with someone that's going to be helping me deal with anxiety through tapping. The brain's like, okay, well, let me see what I can do to support that. And when I say, okay, take a deep breath, relax, the brain's like, okay, make sure we take a deep breath and relax, because Lynnis seems to be really excited about the idea of being here. The brain does not establish from right or wrong. All it does is support based upon the signals it gets from you, the things that you say, how the body reacts. There's a lot of different cues that the brain goes on, but one for sure is it's not judgmental cues. Believe it or not, the brain is very powerful, but we are more powerful because we can change the trajectory of our thoughts. We can change how our brain supports us in terms of the quality of the support, by what we eat, by the exercise that we do, the stress that we're under, the environments that we live in, the relationships that we have, the kind of communities we participate in. All of that has to do with the function of the brain. So if you are dealing with a situation regarding mindset, feeling negative all the time, you've taken in all the stuff that's going on right now, is impacting you to the point where you don't feel you're being impactful or effective. Something like tapping could really help you begin to basically influence and change the neural pathways so that you respond to things differently. So it really does work. You guys have any questions about it?
I do.
No, I don't, but I just find it fascinating. And it makes sense, because a lot of people pat their foot. A lot of people, do different things. Go ahead, Robin. You had a question.
Oh, mine is more pragmatic. So when you're tapping, does it matter what time of day? Is there a recommendation on when do you do it when you feel the stress, or do you do it preventively, like before, like I was talking about distressing before you get out of bed? Is there like a recommendation on that? And then how long does it take altogether?
You can do it at any time
Mhm.
of the day. It doesn't matter. You can get it first thing in the morning, middle of the day. You can do it when you're standing in line at the grocery store and you're just talking to yourself. You're just kind of tapping. Maybe you don't cover all the tips, but I've heard experts in the field say you can just tap right here and start talking because there are no receptive. There are pain points in the fingertips themselves that can help with a particularly stressful situation. And usually the scripts are not that long. I was just looking to see if I could find a tapping script that I already have. I should have pulled it up before I came on here, but oh well, I didn't. Let me see here. I've written maybe 100 of them over the years, and I'm just looking at my database to see.
But it makes sense. And you ever see people do this when they're thinking?
Yes, it's a form of self-soothing. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it definitely is. It's a form of
I've seen people rub their eyebrows.
Yeah, because that is a meridian point. It is. It's a meridian point. So it's interesting. The things that we find ourselves naturally doing many times are because of the fact that it does give us some kind of comfort. We don't always understand the reason why it does, but that's the rest of the reason why we have a tendency to, to do that, to revert to something that's almost intrinsic. We don't even know why we're doing it. All we know we are. I have a script, and it's pulled up one for releasing stress and inviting calm. Would you like to do it?
Yes,
let's try it.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the karate chop. I'm going to repeat it. I'm going to repeat the first part. Let's see how we're doing with time. 2 times, and then we're going to do 1 round of tapping. Sometimes people do 2 or 3 rounds. We're just going to do 1 round of tapping. And this is going to be on releasing stress. Now, you already know I'm going to ask you from a scale from 0 to 10, where are you feeling right now in terms of stress?
Okay.
Do you want to know before we start?
Yes.
I'm feeling about a 7.
Okay. What about you, Robin?
Maybe a 5.
Okay. I'm feeling like about an 8. Okay. And so what I want you to do, get comfortable in your chairs. Okay. Take a deep breath and then release it. Okay. Take another deep breath and then release it. Okay. And now we're going to take the karate part of the hand. Okay, and I just want you to repeat after me. Okay, start tapping on the karate chop side of the hand. Even though I feel this stress weighing on me,
I
deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Even though my body feels tight, and my mind is racing, I honor my feelings and choose peace. Even though life feels overwhelming right now,
It's overwhelming right now.
I am open to calm and balance.
I am open to calm and balance.
Okay, one more time. Even though I feel this stress weighing in on me, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though my body feels tight, and my mind is racing, I honor my feelings and choose peace.
I honor my feelings and I choose peace.
Even though life's overwhelming right now, I am open to calm and balance. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and start tapping. First, hold on here. First, over the eyebrow. Okay, right here. This stress feels heavy in my body.
This stress
feels heavy on my body.
Okay. Side of the eye. I feel it in my shoulders and chest.
I feel it in
Feel
my
it in my shoulders and chest.
Under the eye. It's hard to relax when I carry so much tension.
It's hard to relax when I carry so much tension.
Under the nose. Part of me feels like I can't slow down.
Part of me feels like I can't slow down.
And the chin. I've been holding on to too much.
I've been holding on to too much.
Collarbone. My nervous system is stuck in overdrive.
My nervous system
is stuck in
overdrive.
Under the arm. I'm tired of feeling this way.
I'm tired of feeling this way.
Top of the head. But I'm giving myself space to acknowledge it.
But I'm giving myself space to acknowledge it.
Above the eyebrow. I allow myself to release this stress.
I allow myself to release this stress.
Side of the eye. Breathing deeper with every tap.
Breathing deeper with every tap.
Under the eye. Letting my body soften.
Letting my body soften.
Under the nose. Releasing this tension one breath at a time.
Releasing this tension one breath at a time.
Under the chin. I don't have to carry all this pressure.
I don't have to carry all this pressure.
Collarbone. I'm safe to let go right now.
I'm safe to let go right now.
Under the arm. Peace is flowing into my body.
Peace is flowing into my body.
Top of the head. And I welcome calm.
And I welcome calm.
Into every cell.
Into every cell.
Every cell.
Over the eyebrow. I choose to feel grounded.
I choose to feel grounded.
Side of the eye. I am present in this moment.
I am present in this moment.
Under the eye. My body feels lighter.
My body feels lighter.
Under the nose. My mind is clearer.
My mind is clearer.
Under the chin. Calm is available to me now.
Calm is available to me now.
Collarbone. I choose peace over stress.
I choose peace over stress.
Under the arm. I honor my need to rest and balance.
I honor my need to rest and balance.
Top of the head. I am calm.
I am calm.
I am steady.
I am steady.
I am supported.
I am supported.
Okay, now place your hands over your heart, okay? And breathe deeply and say, I release stress.
I release stress.
And invite peace.
And invite peace.
My mind is calm.
Mind is calm.
My body is relaxed.
My body is relaxed.
And I am safe in this moment.
And I am safe in this moment.
Okay, take a deep breath. Blow it out. So, on a scale from 1 to 10, where are you now, Terry?
I'd say at least a 6 or a 5. Mm-hmm.
Where were you before? You were a 7?
I was a 7, yeah.
What about you, Robin?
I don't know, maybe a 3 or 4. I mean, I really feel relaxed. It feels really, really good.
Yeah, I'm at about a 5 because I was at an 8.
It's kind of meditative, isn't it? The way that you script.
It can be, yeah, it can be meditative. Definitely, it's a reset for the brain because it also involves some deep breathing. So you're letting fresh oxygen come in. When you're doing that breathing, that's very helpful resetting the brain. So it's preparing the brain for what's to come. You can receive it more. It's harder to receive it when you're really stressed out and you haven't grounded. You know, at least stop for a minute. You know, ground. And sometimes it's hard for people to do when they're totally stressed out. But it's a better impact. You'll still get an impact if you don't. But it's a better impact if you do.
Right.
The other thing is that it's really, it's a non-invasive procedure. It's really, most EFT sessions are not very expensive to do, or you can train yourself over time how to do it, but it can definitely make a difference in your life.
It's kind of like it'd be nice to have that recorded so that listen to your voice and then close your eyes and then you do it yourself as you know, that would be really great That would probably be something you offer, huh, Lynnis?
You know what? I hadn't thought about that, but you know what? That's a great thing, is to offer the tapping script and the recording. Yep,
Yes.
that's a good idea. That's a great idea.
Maybe for a nominal fee or something, somebody could
Well,
just.
you know, it's interesting because TikTok just introduced a new benefit where you can do courses on TikTok, and you know, you have different tiers. And I could do an introduction to emotional freedom technique, and just talk about what it is, what the benefits are, and then provide some scripts and things. And you know, yeah, I could do that. Thanks for the idea, ladies.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. Well,
Well,
thank you so much.
That was
Thank
very
you.
fun. I loved it because, you know, I'm all into energy and all into reflexology. I do reflexology regularly and all of that. So this is just more arsenal for me to have in my.
Yes, it's something else that you can do. Something else. I feel like it just gives you a little bit more control, because the reality is, and what we have to understand is, our bodies don't happen to us; they happen for us.
Mhm.
Menopause doesn't happen to us, it happens for us. It's an opportunity to learn our bodies. It's an opportunity to begin peeling back the layers and figuring out what we can do ourselves to help ourselves feel better, to improve our health, to balance our hormones, whatever it is. More and more women are, I don't say rising up, but they are rising up to find out more about their bodies and being more of an advocate for themselves, and finding out holistic practices and things that you may not normally do in the doctor's office, because that's not his orientation, that's not his training. But that doesn't mean that that won't be impactful or that it doesn't work. So yeah, I think that this is this time of life after 40 is a great time for introspection. It's a great time to address your needs and to learn how to make yourself an A1 priority.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we love that. We're all about going to the front of our own line. So, Lynnis, we want to thank you. I want everybody to know how they can connect with you. So I'm going to share this.
That's the best way.
This is your link.
Yeah, click on the links.
Okay, let's go there. Let's see.
I don't know why it defaults to shop, but yeah, click on links. There you go. Okay. And that's all my information there. And appointment with me. You can also make an appointment to talk to me about group coaching. I am putting together a group coaching program right now through the Wellness Women Network. We're going to be doing that. Those are where our workshops are. And I don't think we have any we do have some workshops scheduled in October. It's done for November, for September. And you know, all my social media is there as well, and you can just take a picture of that right there.
I put the link in the chat.
Okay, there you go.
To your link tree, so that they don't have to capture the screen if they don't want to.
Okay, and that's my TikTok and all that. Yeah.
Wow, Lynnis, you have been busy.
I've been busy.
Beautiful. Look at all of that.
Oh, there's a free meditation there for calm, and
I see that.
A de-stress the mess affirmation calendar that people can get, and of course, there's always Instagram and things like that. So, yeah, we've been a little busy.
Just a little.
I don't even have my TikTok. I don't even have my TikTok shop on there. I got to figure out how to get the link to my TikTok shop, because I am actually now have a pretty good revenue stream on TikTok right now for products that I have used and endorsed and sell. And I talk about them a lot on my live. My live is Monday through Friday at 8:30, like now. Every Monday through Friday. It's Vibe Wellness Woman, and I go on live and talk about all things around wellness for women over 40.
I love it. Well, Lynnis, we're going to let you go because we know you're supposed to be live right now on TikTok. We're holding you, but we will keep talking about you while you're going. And I want everybody to remember that BizChicks has a workshop coming up today. It's free, and it's entitled 5 Ways to what do you call it? Save money with time in your business, in your life, by using AI. So, and we'll put the link in the chat so that all you wonderful people can sign up. Also, it is in the private chat So if you want to register, it's today at 1. And you'll be able to do that.
All right.
Okay?
It's
All
today at
right.
1 o'clock, huh?
Today at 1 o'clock, yes.
Okay. I'm going to see if I can find a way to get there.
All righty, Daddy. And meanwhile, we'll talk to you soon, Lynnis, because I know you got to run. We'll probably
Yeah, I'm getting ready to get online here with TikTok. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, Lynnis. Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much.
You're
Bye-bye,
welcome.
darling. Okay.
Well, we get to see Lynnis come back in October.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll be with us in October. This is our last show for September.
Wow.
I know, it's crazy. So next week we have Lakeisha with us.
Okay.
And I'll be in on your training today at 1. I hope that I can pay attention. So I'm gonna tune in for sure.
But
Yeah.
when you get this graphic, this is actually a link. You tap on that, and when you tap on that, it opens up and it allows you to register.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds
for those
good.
people who may not know
I'm probably going to register for all the classes because I probably need to repeat them.
I hear you. And we'll be talking about the fact that AI is there to help you, not to take your job, not to take your business over. It's just an assistant. So come on over, learn more about AI, and learn the protocols to help keep your information safe. With that, we want to remind you that we're going to be talking to Lakeisha next week, did you say?
Lakeisha's next week. Yep, you got a good memory. And then Lawana, Dr. Parker will be with us on the second week. And then Lynnis will be back with us on the third week of October.
Sounds amazing.
Yes.
So with that, we want to remind you guys, we're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle and run a profitable business that's fun to run. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Thank you again, Robin, for all you do and for your fabulous guests. I enjoyed learning about breathing before I even get out of the bed, to breathe intentionally, because we're breathing, but to breathe intentionally.
And to calm ourselves down.
Manage of starting the day in a calm manner. With that, we thank you for your time, everyone, those of you watching live and on the replay. And we'll see you tomorrow when we're talking to the Tech Divas. Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in today. We trust you've learned something to help you build a more profitable business and take the hassle out of your hustle. See you next time.